a lot of you know that I have issues, okay? Well, at least I thought y'all knew that I had issues. So someone recently sent me a message and they're like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. And they're like, what's wrong? And I told them, because I don't really have a problem telling people what's wrong. Like, there's not a problem there. Like, I am not passive aggressive. I'm aggressive. So I'm telling, like, I tell you guys, like, I'm mad because of this. Like, I need this, or whatever the case, whatever, blah, blah. So, they said, you seem so happy on your snaps. You seem so, like, satisfied and loving and caring. And I'm like, I am those things, but I have my own issues, okay? So, when I went to my therapist today, I kind of want to just, like, tell y'all, because maybe I could help somebody. So I went to my therapist, and I'm not going to even lie. Initially, today was just the worst day. I don't know what was wrong with me. I could not get out of bed. Like, I woke up at, like, 8 in the morning. I went back to sleep. I woke back up. I went back to sleep. I woke back up. I went back to sleep. I did this at least 20 times between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Like, I don't even know. Like, it was just horrible. And I felt really drained, really tired, and so sad. Like, I just wanted to cry. Like, I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry today. Like, I just need a hug. I just need something, And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go see my therapist today, so maybe I'll just tell her and maybe she can help me. So I visited her. I told her, like, my problems, and she told me, like, how, like, you're kind of like everyone, not just me, but everyone in this world, has a problem, and some people have greater problems than others, and that's okay, and then she told me that, like, you actually are very strong, because a lot of people don't even notice that they have problems. Like, people will have problems, go through it with years, brush it off, not pay attention to it, not get the help. But she's like, you came in here with a list written down of your problems and literally your steps on how you're gonna fix those problems. And I was like, that's what I do. I do make a list. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but if you were to go through my phone, I have lists, like, that I write down all day of, like, how I feel, what happened, what I want, what I don't want, my goals, my dreams, my wishes, like, everything, like, just from every detail of my life. She gave me coping mechanisms on how to help with these problems. So one of my biggest problems, if I do have anxiety, and she explained to me that anxiety is something that you have, and when you have a flare-up of any sorts, whether it be anxiety or my depression, because those are two things that I really struggle with, she was saying, like, that you kind of have to acknowledge it, like, to yourself, like, I have this problem, and acknowledge it, and then digest in that moment, like, if it's a neutral problem, if it's an extreme problem, or if it's just something like that I'm just making into a bigger thing than what it is. And I told her how, like, the way that you've been showing me has helped. It's helped me a little bit. I said, but my depression's still there. The anxiety's going down, but the depression's still there. I feel like mental health is crucial. I feel like I have seen mental health destroy relationships, destroy families, destroy children, all types of things. It goes deep, it runs deep, and even people are suicidal. You know what I mean? Mental depression, mental disorders can really, really take a toll on you. But I feel like the first step is to acknowledge, like, hey, like, I probably might have this problem, even though I don't want to admit it, and go seek help. You know what I mean? And from there, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to continue to work at it. You can't just say, okay, today's the day, I'm done, da-da-da. No. You need to continue to work at your problems and get them resolved. That every issue that you have within yourself is not who you are. It's just a temporary state, and it can be fixed. So mental health is very important, especially now during, COVID. A lot of people now have PTSD and don't realize it because of we're going through a whole pandemic, a crisis in this world. And you might not realize it, you know. But I think that mental health is so important, and that it's important to always work on yourself mentally, because once you can take care of that part of yourself, I feel like you're going to show your full potential, the full beauty of what it is to be you. Like, that you're such a beautiful person, you have so much potential there. And once you get your issues taken care of, I feel like it would just shine and help, and you can help others, you know what I mean? And you can be successful, and you can have a future, and you can have a family, you can have everything your heart desires, but you have to believe in yourself and take the first step and go and do it. So I've been struggling with, well, I have mental disorders, of course, and I'm sure that you all know what it is. I have anxiety really bad, and I've been struggling with anxiety since 2019. I've been struggling with anxiety really bad. Now I've been struggling with depression since I was like a little girl. So that's why I say, like, it's important to acknowledge you have a problem, you know. And I've been working on myself without needing the counselor, and she's like, you already know all the tools, you already know what you have to do, you're already doing it, like, you're doing good, like, you're doing what you need to do. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to stay in the same position my whole life. I want to, you know, be better. Be better. So I can't remember if it's a verse from the Bible, but pretty much it says, without vision, you'll perish. So if you don't have dreams or goals or vision for your life, it's like you're pretty much dead. Like, you don't have anything going on, you know, you're just there. You're not going to do better, you're not going to do worse, you're just where you're at. I mean, you could do worse, but you know what I mean? Like, you're just where you're at, and you're not going to move forward in life. So my advice for any and everyone is to definitely write down, like, where you want to see yourself, you know, and write down, like, how you can get there and what steps you need to take to get there, and then actually do it and make those steps, and you'll be there before you know it. I have accomplished so many things that I wanted to accomplish in literally 2 months, that I've been wanting to accomplish for years, and I finally have done them.